Supervisors have to understand and deal with many complex, changing environmental factors and trends. Immigration accounts for a considerable share of the nation's population and workforce growth. There's been a major increase in the number of Asian and Pacific Island immigrants, many of whom are highly skilled professionals and information technology workers. Total employment is expected to increase by 15% between 2000 and 2010. Supervisors must be aware of these trends and understand the rights of employees as well as the obligations of the employer. Only then can supervisors hope to understand the value of a diverse workforce and their own need to adapt. In 2000, about half of all Americans were between 35 and 54 years of age. By 2010, baby boomers will be between 46 to 64 years of age and will make up the majority of the management ranks, creating a glut of younger employees waiting for management opportunities. Workers are now placed into three categories: Generation Xers, who were born between 1964 and 1981, Boomers, who were born between 1946 and 1963, and Matures, who were born before 1945. Generation Xers have far different views on work, loyalty, and commitment than those in the mature category. The number and percentage of women in the U.S. workforce have increased rapidly to approximately 60%, with women currently holding over 48% of the nation's administrative, supervisory, and other managerial positions. The entrance of women has introduced several issues into the American workforce that supervisors of decades past did not have to deal with, including child care and other family obligations, as well as sexual harassment. Flex time is a policy that allows employees to choose their work hours within stated limits. Job sharing was introduced. This is a policy that allows two or more employees to perform a job normally done by one full-time employee. And finally, telecommuting was introduced with women in the workforce. This is when someone receives and sends work to the office from home via computer or modem. Over the next decade, the Asian and Hispanic labor forces are predicted to increase faster than any other group. The black labor force is expected to grow more than twice as fast as the white labor force. More and more Americans are speaking languages other than English at home. This provides challenges for supervisors who must develop strategies for promoting cooperation in an increasingly diverse workforce. For supervisors working with women and minorities, it's important to understand a few concepts. One is the glass ceiling. This is the invisible barrier limiting the advancement of women and minorities. Another is glass walls. These are the invisible barriers that compartmentalize women and minorities into certain occupational classes. And as an example, women and minorities are often overly represented in human resources and customer service positions, but underrepresented elsewhere in the company. In the upcoming slides, we'll talk about the different factors and trends that supervisors have to deal with. More people than ever before have some college education, and many of them will be competing for jobs that don't necessarily require a college degree. Underemployment is a situation in which people are in jobs that don't utilize their skills, knowledge, abilities, and educational background. Although forecasts project a steady need for people and business-related services, large industrial corporations likely will continue to eliminate workers. More than half of the workforce is in enterprises that employ fewer than 100 employees, situations in which supervisors gain broader and more diverse experiences. Changes in technology, such as the computer revolution, will continue to be apparent in most industries and will require broadly educated supervisors capable of keeping up with the changes. Information overload is a problem that many supervisors have to deal with in a world of changing technology, and it's likely to get worse with the increase of instant communication capabilities like email, voicemail, and fax. Production facilities may be drawn offshore, meaning that production may take place in other countries that have lower employee wages and other factors. Offshore opportunities for competent supervisors will also increase. Firms today hire more temporary and contract employees than in the past, a trend that is expected to continue. Recruiting, training, and other costs for these employees is minimal, even though their per-hour cost might be higher than that of regular employees. Asian and Hispanic labor forces are projected to increase faster than other groups. The black labor force is expected to grow more than twice as fast as the white labor force. The labor force participation rates of women in nearly all age groups are projected to increase also. Here's a recap of some of the changing workforce trends that are occurring. Other issues that supervisors have to deal with is the contingent workforce. These are part-time, temporary, or contract employees whose schedules are dependent primarily on employer needs. Then there's the two-tier workforce. This is paying new employees at a rate lower than most senior employees. This is also used to refer to disparities associated with high executive compensation. Corporate culture refers to an organization where everyone has a shared purpose, shared values, and beliefs that are held by everyone. Participative management means allowing employees to take part in the company's decision-making process. Supervisors are responsible for managing the human resources on which all companies depend. This means they have to become true professionals and constantly improve and renew themselves and develop as innovators. Real learning gets to the heart of what it means to be human. Through learning, we recreate ourselves. Through learning, we become able to do something we never were able to do. There are many publications available from the U.S. Department of Labor regarding career opportunities and salary information in supervision. Potential job opportunities may be best identified through networking with personal and professional contacts. The World Wide Web contains a wealth of information on various companies, their financial position, management style, etc. To make yourself more valuable, always think about improving yourself through outside learning. Of course, these university courses, these online courses, volunteer work, these ways are the best to improve your chances of career advancement. Congratulations on getting through your first lecture in this course. After you read the text on this lecture, you'll be well prepared to take the quiz, answer the essay questions, and also answer the discussion board questions.